just your overall reaction to this win and how you guys are able to do it, especially a fellow starting pitcher going up and getting the game-winning RBI?
Honestly, at first I was a little pissed. I'm sitting in the clubhouse. I'm like, this is the dream. Like, this is what I've been waiting for all year. And of course, I pitched this day and Gaz gets it. No, it's oh my God, I was screaming in there. And when Gaz came in, it was so awesome. I'm still a little fired up about it. God, that was fun. That was real fun. Oh, that was awesome.
How would you evaluate your outing? You know, you give it the two runs with 2 outs in the first and then really settled down. How were you able to do that?
Who cares about that? Gausman got a walk-off hit? I'm just kidding. No.
I agree with you.
No, I was a little frustrated at the beginning, but Buster and Bales came over and they're like, they got 2 bloop hits and kind of a sinker. He just kind of inside outed for the double and kind of just they tried to calm me down. I wasn't too happy with it, but especially quick 2 outs and then 3 hits and 2 runs later, I was pretty frustrated. But everyone was like, that's all they're gonna get, and fortunately that was the way it happened, and kind of just stuck with the game plan and kept attacking the guys.
Carlos.
Hi, Logan. You went 101 today. Pitches, 101. It's the most you've thrown in a while. How's your arm feel?
Feels good. Yeah, feels good. It's I feel like I've talked to some of the other pitchers about it, and this is the most innings I've thrown, I think, by 20 or something. I don't know what it is, but I feel like all the other guys said this. You just kind of start getting used to throwing more and throwing more innings and games. And I feel like, knock on some wood, but I'm at that point right now where it's kind of getting used to throwing more pitches and more innings. And, just got to keep it going.
I asked Gabe if the win meant more because LA lost today. And he said he was just focused on tonight's game. Are you at some point paying attention to that too? And bringing more heat because of the Dodgers lost, or no?
No, the game was on in here. I was kind of watching a little bit, but I think our only goal is to win here. Kind of whatever those guys do, and this is our job is to come in here and try to win every day. And I think we shouldn't base what we do on another team winning or losing. And I think if we stick with that mentality, it's good things happen. That was the same mentality today.
Thanks.
That's all we have.
I got a quick thing. Shout out to Rockland High School winning the Corey Bowl today. Just got to do that real quick. See you guys.
That's exactly the way we set it up for Gaz. We knew he was going to have that kind of a bat. He worked so hard for those moments and was able to come through. He actually does take his batting practice pretty seriously, and that was just it was a hell of an at bat. And pitcher, position player, doesn't matter. It was a great at bat. Had a game plan and was looking to get a pitch in the air, and Krog got a great jump and made a great slide. It all worked out well.
And what's your reaction overall to that game? And Solano obviously also coming through there with his, it's kind of like been a theme for you guys. Whoever sort of the last guy up on the roster winds up getting a big pinch hit and comes through.
Yeah, down to our last strike against their closer, it's going to be tough. And Solano had a good path at the plate and got a pitch to drive and was able to put it out of the ballpark. Obviously, it's a big moment for our club, and we've relied heavily on Solano in the past, and tonight was no different. And that's sort of why we ran Flores and Solano up there in succession, because we were looking for one of them to get a good pitch to hit and do some damage on.
Kerry.
Gabe, did you definitely want Gausman swinging away? Was there a discussion about that at all?
You mean in the 3-2 count?
Just in general in that at bat.
Yeah, I mean, frankly, like the walk is not the likeliest outcome there. And that's why, once you get into the 3-2 count, you're probably going to get a fastball to hit. And I think Gauss is aware enough to understand that. So yeah, we had him going up there to swing the bat, and it's not the easiest decision, like which pitcher you're going to use in that spot, because you just kind of get a sinking feeling in your stomach any way you look at it when you don't have a position player to use. But Gauss has, he has quality competitive at bats. It's not all that much thump, but he is a knack for getting the barrel on the ball.
Thank you.
Carlos.
Hi, Gabe. At this point, is there anything that surprises you from your team this year?
I trust this group of players, and I think they trust each other. Our staff trusts them, and they're a pretty gritty and tough bunch that fights all the way through the last out of any game.
Did it feel bigger because the Dodgers lost today?
We were pretty focused on the Braves tonight. I did see the scoreboard. Obviously, the games are all on in the clubhouse prior to the game, so we know what's going on in the league. But I think it's a soft focus on the scoreboard and a more intense focus on our baseball games.
And finally, it might get lost with Kevin's at bat and Donnie's home run, but how big was that inning from Camilo Doval again in a big leverage situation?
Yeah, I think he's getting more and more confident out there, and obviously the ball's coming out great, and he's able to execute both his fastball and his slider for strikes. It's one of the keys for Camilo, and has been for a really long time, is the ability to execute both of those pitches for strikes. And I think his arm is feeling good. He's pitched a lot recently, so he might need a little blow here, but there may be something to him getting out there regularly to keep him or just keep him sharp.
Gracias.
Danny.
What did you see out of Rogers in the ninth? And I guess when was the last time you saw him get hit so hard like that?
It's been a while. Obviously, he's been pretty consistent and productive for us. And, I think every once in a while you're going to run into some good swings in succession. And I think that's what happened tonight. We always say this, but we look forward to getting Raj back out there again in the biggest spot, whether that be the 9th inning, the 8th inning, whenever. He can handle those moments. He's proven that over a long period of time. And, every once in a while you're just going to get beat. And, they swung the bats well against Raj tonight. Put a good swing on that ball and just move on and get him ready for his outing tomorrow.
Andy.
Yeah, Gabe, can you just touch a little bit more on the decision to send up Solano there for Yaz? I mean, Yaz is okay against lefties, obviously, and Donnie hadn't seen a major league pitch in, something like 3 weeks. Just what gave you the confidence to go with him there?
Donnie's been pretty good for us against lefties and righties, but I do think there is some importance to getting the platoon advantage in that situation. Yaz has had some ups and downs this season, and I have no doubt that he's going to take big at bats against left-handed pitching going forward, both in the near and long term. I just felt like Solano was the best option. There wasn't anything specific other than trusting him and believing in him.
Great. That's all we have. Thanks, Gabe.
Great. Thanks.